Carolyn was visiting us, as Julie said, for Thanksgiving, actually the week before Thanksgiving, and she wasn't feeling the greatest. She had been under a lot of medication. You didn't know she had a lot of ailments. She had congestive heart disease, we found out, and she had asthma, and she had other ailments that we didn't even know about at the time. And when she came out, she was just not herself. That's all I can say. She wasn't herself, and she went to bed late one Sunday night, and she didn't get up the next morning. And my wife went and found her, and we knew then she had gone. We called 911, and she had already gone. So it was a surprise, and we were, like everyone else, really shocked. But then, knowing of her history and all the things that's wrong with her, we were not really surprised. But I'm going to read her obituary, official obituary, and talk about this. Carolyn Rose Weir, 1941 to 2007. Carolyn Rose Weir, 65, passed away of heart failure on November 18, 2007 in Weir, California. She was a resident of Ventura County for the past 41 years. Carolyn was born on November 29, 1941 in Cincinnati, Ohio. There she grew up and moved to California in her late teens. She is survived by her former husband, Ryan Weir of Ventura, son, Willie Weir, and wife, Angie Weir from Northridge, California, daughter, Julia Miller, and husband, Jim, along with their two cherished grandchildren, Kyle and Carly of Madera, California, her sister, Janet McGrath of Lindsay, California, brothers, Robert Gibson of Las Vegas, Nevada, James Gibson of Oxnard, California, and Richard Gibson of Crescent City, California, Mother Virginia Neff of Las Vegas, Nevada, and her beloved stepmother, Lorraine Gibson of Cincinnati, Ohio, and many precious nieces and nephews, as well as dear friends who will miss her greatly. Her father, James Gibson, and Joseph Neff preceded Carolyn in death. Carolyn was a stay-at-home mom for many years. She was constantly involved in her children's school and community activities. She was a member of the Indian Maidens and with her daughter and was a Girl Scout leader. When she eventually sought work outside the home, she was a counselor and a phone operator for the Interfaith Children Family Services when they first started in Newberry Park. She then began her career with the Ventura County Probation Agency as a group supervisor at Clifton Tatum Center Juvenile Facility. She later worked as a probation officer and then moved to the Ventura County Work Furlough Program in Camarillo. She remained there until she retired. Carolyn was a charter member of the Ventura County Professional Peace Officers Association. Carolyn was known for her giving spirit. Her grandchildren were the light of her life, and she loved them like only a grandmother could. She was a favorite aunt to many of her nieces and nephews, as well as a second mom to many outside of her family. She was always ready to give her time and resource to help anyone who was in need. She made helping others her life work. Her legacy will continue as those who were loved by her continue to reach out to those around them. And then we have a memorial service today. Due to her great love of reading, the family has requested that donations be made in Carolyn's honor to the Literacy Outreach Program in the Oxnard Library. And this is our official obituary for Carolyn.
It's so great to see all of you. Good afternoon. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lily. My mother's son. I'm also the cause of the majority of her gray hair. I want to thank you all for being here to memorialize my mom. It's great seeing all of you. Some of you I haven't seen in a long, long time. And this is one of the positive benefits of an event like this. It's great to see you. In honor of my mom being a constant source of comfort and knowledge for those in need, I'd like to take a moment for a quick review. In 1969, based on her years of working with terminal cancer patients, psychiatrist Elizabeth Kubler-Ross introduced what became known as the 5 stages of grief. And they are: denial. This can't be happening to me. Anger. Why is this happening, and who is to blame? Bargaining. make this not happen, and I'll do the dishes and you, however you want to make that deal. Depression. I'm too sad to do anything. Acceptance. I'm at peace with what is going to happen, or has happened. Kubler-Ross herself never intended these stages to be the rigid framework for everyone who mourns. She said of the 5 stages, they were never meant to help tuck messy emotions into neat packages. They were responses to loss that many people have. But there is not a typical response to loss, just as there is no typical loss. Our grieving is as individual as our lives. We'd all do ourselves well to keep this in mind as we grieve our losses. That being said, I've known my mom all my life. Lucky me that we were friends. Even when she was having to be the mom and keeping me in line, we still enjoyed each other and had fun. I never wondered if she loved me or not. Sure, I get yelled at out of anger or frustration over something that I did. I never had to worry that she'd stay mad at me for long. And as a kid, and later on as an adult, my mom would pick me up when I fell. She'd brush me off and tell me, just go back at it. She's always been there for me. She's been with me in some of my happiest times, and she's been with me in some of my saddest times. She also told me that whatever I wanted to do, whatever I wanted to be, I could be it. She gave me the confidence to try, and always said my best was just what was needed. I always knew she had my back. My mom had a lot of people's backs. When I was in trouble, by my own doing, she'd make me own the problem and I'd have to go and resolve it. Like the one time when the police showed up at my parents' door. I was in my early teens. My mom asked me if I had really did what the officer had said, and I confessed, as I was always told that lies got you in more trouble. There was a higher price to pay when you were found out. I went with the officer to the neighbor's house, cleaned up the mess, made my amends. When I was wrongly accused, or innocent, which there were times, my mom would stand up for me. In the 5th grade, I think it was, my teacher took it upon herself to cut my hair in front of class. According to her, the hair was in my eyes and I couldn't see or read. With a school ruler and the standard issue school teacher scissors, she fixed my hair for me, free of charge. My mom was livid, to say the least. She went down to the school to see the principal, who she was familiar with from previous dealings with her activities with school, as well as various meetings about my behavior. There was a discussion about what had happened, and my mom asked for and received an apology from the teacher. All that support and confidence from my mom has contributed to my sometimes arrogant and cocky swagger. The rest of all that, I blame my dad.